Good evening and welcome to the news roundup for Friday the 25th of October. Before we get into the news, please remember to like this video, share your views in the comments, and share the video with your family and friends.
Reach them! Always make sure the message reach them!
Now for the news in detail. A state of public emergency has been declared in Rockfort and other areas within the Kingston East Division. The government says this is in response to Monday evening's act of terror that has disrupted the peace and safety of residents of Rockfort. 5 people were killed and 2 injured when they were shot while attending a football match in the Pleasant Heights community. The Office of the Prime Minister says a thorough assessment by the security forces indicates that the elevated levels of violent criminal activity within the designated areas are of such severity and scale that they pose a significant threat to public safety. A group of Haitians were sent back to Haiti Wednesday night. The Haitians, who were being held at police lockups across the island and comprised of 4 women and 13 men, left the Bonebrook Wharf in Portland sometime after 11 p.m. on a Jamaica Defence Force vessel accompanied by the Portland Marine Police and the JDF Coast Guard. Wednesday night's repatriation exercise comes on the heels of the return of 20 Haitians to their country on October 6th, a day after they arrived in Portland by boat. A man was shot and killed and his girlfriend wounded in an attack at a bar in Inverness, Knockpatrick in Manchester on Thursday night. The deceased has been identified as 30-year-old Roshane Wiltshire. Reports are that about 9 p.m. Wiltshire and his girlfriend, who operates the bar, were at the establishment when 2 armed men entered. Wiltshire reportedly ran to the back room, but the gunmen jumped over the counter and chased him. While in the back room, it is reported that the gunmen demanded cash, and when their demands were not met, they opened fire on the couple. The woman, who is also 30 years old, was shot in her abdomen. As the men escaped, they opened fire on a taxi which was driving past the bar. The driver stopped and rushed the wounded woman to hospital. Meanwhile, a relative of Wiltshire, who declined giving his name, says the personal loss also has national implications.
Still trying to process the whole situation, because I never know that it could knock at my door. I know me really feel how other people feel when these things hit them, you know, and it make we just wonder where we going as a country from here. This is really not Manchester anymore. This is just not Manchester anymore. We don't know where this will go from here. So you're not safe anywhere anymore. And that's just the first and last of it. The way I see it, even the security needs security right now.
He describes his deceased relative as a humble and jovial individual.
It's just it's a guy where him just humble, you know, jovial in the community, work with everybody, you know. And I still try to process how or what could I lead to the situation we're in. Somebody that just gun him down like that, you know. Leave a lot of people now mourning. Something just merciless as that. If we continue let this situation though, I think we're going to get a visitation sooner or later from God. This cannot continue.
Quick action from the St. James Police led to the capture of 2 suspects and the seizure of 2 firearms in the parish in the aftermath of a murder on Thursday morning. More from Superintendent Aaron Samuels.
Aaron Samuels, Superintendent of Police, Commanding Officer for the St. James Division. On Thursday, October 24th at approximately 9:30 a.m., members of the security forces responded to reports of gunfire within the Mount Salem community. Upon reaching the Campbell's Lane area, 1 man was seen lining the road in a pool of blood. Upon investigating, it is deemed that The man and his common-law wife went to a location to repair a step when he was approached by 5 men who opened gunfire, hitting him. He succumbed to his injuries. The swift action of the police resulted in one man being held with an AR-15 rifle as he tried to conceal it in a wash pan in a house nearby. Subsequent operations led to another man being held and also a pistol being seized in this operation. We commend the work of the police officers, and we want to ensure that we continue to make Mount Salem safe for the residents of St. James. I'm appealing to any resident, anybody who has any additional information that can help us to find the other members of this criminal organization that try to reign mayhem in the Mount Salem community. We're appealing. Tell us what you know. We want to ensure that we continue to see good reductions in St. James and to bring an end to the crime and violence that is plaguing the parish.
Meanwhile, one of St. James's most wanted men was arrested during an operation in Garsland district of the parish this morning. He is Leaker Maxwell, otherwise called Nico of Flamstead Gardens in the parish, who the police say was wanted for murder. Head of the St. James Police, Superintendent Aaron Samuels, said Maxwell was arrested around 3:30 a.m. and was allegedly found in possession of a firearm.
The St. James Police conducted a major operation in the Garland district in the parish. One of St. James' most wanted, Leaker Maxwell, was held during this operation. He was found with a Grissan Regard MC pistol with 17 live rounds and in the company of a female. He was featured on the JCF's Wanted Wednesdays, and he is wanted for murder.
He called on citizens to continue partnering with the police to capture wanted individuals, especially as the Yuletide season approaches.
We are really happy with the results that we are reaping, and we will continue to push right through to the end of the year in targeting all our wanted persons, persons of interest, the persons who are wreaking havoc within the St. James space. We are asking the citizens of St. James to just tell us what they know, pass on information. We want to ensure that you are able to have a crime-free or low-crime Christmas.
Workers at the Passport, Immigration and Citizenship Agency PICA are dissatisfied with a recent reclassification exercise that has grouped the junior and the senior staff at the same pay level, regardless of experience or qualifications. After receiving their October pay, many employees expressed outrage over this decision, which they believe undermines their years of service and the previous promises of advancement. They are demanding intervention from the Prime Minister and the National Security Minister, threatening strike action if their concerns are not addressed. The Public Service Commission has approved a 6-month extension for Acting Director of Public Prosecutions, Claudette Thompson. The extension took effect on Tuesday. Thompson's substantive position is Senior Deputy Director of Public Prosecutions. She was appointed to act as the country's top prosecutor on April 22 this year, after then incumbent Paula Llewellyn stepped away because of ambiguity over a Constitutional Court ruling. The Constitutional Court ruled in April that an amendment to the Constitution that allowed Llewellyn to remain on the job was null and void and of no legal effect. A ruling by the Court of Appeal clarifying the issue is expected soon. A 25-year-old construction worker was shot dead in St. Catherine last night. He has been identified as Keniga Fonte, also known as Nika from Point Hill in the parish. The incident occurred around 8:20 p.m. in Morrison's district. Residents reported hearing explosions and alerted the police. The police team found Fonte with gunshot wounds to his head and upper body. He was taken to the Spanish Town Hospital where he was pronounced dead. The Spanish Town Criminal Investigation Branch is leading the probe. A 35-member delegation from the Jamaica Constabulary Force arrived in Orlando, Florida on Thursday to participate in the 2024 SWAT Roundup International Competition and training. The delegation consists of 2 teams, one from the JSAF SWAT and the other from the JSAF Department of Weapons and Tactical Training. Over the next 5 days, they will compete in 4 team events. In addition to the competitions, the event offers valuable opportunities for networking within the global law enforcement community. It also serves as a platform for participants to explore the latest advancement in technology, tools and weapons, making it a multifaceted experience that benefits the JSAF at several levels. The Clarendon police have listed several men as persons of interest. The police say these men can assist them in their investigation as it relates to several incidents in the parish. They are Michael Duane, otherwise called Mark or Gold Teeth, Stephanie Creary, Ainsworth Baker, otherwise called Dante, and a man known only as Briscoe. These men are to report to the Maypen Criminal Investigation Branch immediately. The police are asking anyone with information that can assist them in locating these men to contact the Maypen CIP at 876-986-2208, the Police 119 emergency number, or the nearest police station. The Area 5 police have disclosed that 6 vehicles believed to have been stolen were recovered in several communities across St. Catherine between Monday and Tuesday. This is in addition to 2 other vehicles recovered over the weekend and the arrest of 2 suspects in Linstead. The latest recoveries were made in Macookspend, Red Pond, Angels and Linstead. A team of officers assigned to the Area 5 Fugitive Apprehension Team reportedly searched several vehicles which culminated in the recovery. The police say 3 Nissan Tida motorcars, 1 Nissan Sylphy, a Nissan Caravan and a Toyota Wish were seized. 3 people were arrested in relation to the seizure. Their identities are being withheld pending further investigation. The police say operational activities of this nature will continue across the St. Catherine North Police Division as they seek to put a dent in criminal activities. In business, Kingston Airport Limited is set to invest up to US $143 million on various projects to upgrade the Norman Manley International Airport over the next 5 years. Among the biggest investments will be improvement work on the airport's runway and the taxiways. Upgrades are also coming to both the departure lounge and arrival sections of the airport. And on the entertainment scene, Richie Stevens has announced a benefit show in support of his colleague Lieutenant Stitchie. Dubbed Richie for Stitchie, the concert is slated for Black Friday, November 29 in Chicago. The event will headline Richie Stevens featuring Indica Reggae Band and the Stone Love Sound System. All proceeds from the event will be donated to the Lieutenant Stitchie Rehabilitation Fund. And that is it for your news roundup for today. We would appreciate you liking this video, leaving a comment, and sharing the video with your family and friends. Have a good evening and see you next time.